Round of matches from Group D of the Africa Cup of Nations.
We welcome you back to Mongomo in Equatorial Guinea. Group C continues here on day 7 at the Orange Africa Cup of Nations Equatorial. Scores with a fairly simple set piece. Mayuka, it's been coming and it has finally been delivered. John on the chase against Vijani. John! Goal for Ghana! In the closing stages, what drama here again in Mongomo!
Hello and welcome to Kts Sports. Yet again, we have insightful highlights of all the happening of the second matches in group stages. And as always, in my studio, I have my two guest analysts who are going to help us deeply understand all the happening. We have all the goals highlight, we have the blunders and all the major decisions made by the referees. But first, we are going to give them a minute to introduce themselves. Starting from the other end.
Okay, welcome to Kts Sports Review. My name is Kts Hilary. I'm a resident analyst.
Welcome to Kts Sports Review. My name is Vincent Kimaiga. Please join us and analyze the second round matchup games.
Welcome, guys, and definitely we are going to go directly to the first group where the host Equatorial Guinea were held to a 0-0 draw by Burkina Faso. Guys, I would want to have your feelings on the match. You watched the match between Burkina Faso and Equatorial Guinea. Were there any surprises? Is that the best result that those teams could have posted?
For me, Burkina Faso did not play as they were supposed to be playing because Burkina Faso needed a win. Because in the first round match, they lost the game. So in the second round, they have to win the game in order for their chances to increase to go to qualify to the to the quarterfinals. They had a number of chances during the game. They had a good ball possession. They created a lot of chances, but unfortunately, they did not convert these chances. And for Equatorial Guinea actually played a tactical game, according to my point of view, because they needed a draw. They got the draw. It's not a bad result because they have not lost a game actually. They have 2 points. That's a good place to be.
So we have a chance also. So the 2013 second runners-up Burkina Faso, was that the best performance they staged against Equatorial?
Okay, personally, first of all, considering that Equatorial Guinea, the way they were prepared, they were not very prepared. So we expected them to struggle, but having taken 2 points so far, I think, as I said earlier, it's a very positive result for them. And Burkina Faso needing to bounce back from the defeat to Gabon, they should have upped their game, they should have scored and won the game. But now, having only 1 point after 2 games, for them, it might not be enough for them to qualify. So I think Burkina Faso are disappointed in that respect.
So do you think those either Burkina Faso or Equatorial Guinea have a chance to proceed to the quarters? Which one do you think have a high percentage of qualifying?
Okay, when you look at the game between Burkina Faso and Equatorial Guinea, there were plenty of chances, close shaves. The game would have been won by either side, but at the end of it all, it came to nothing. Nothing could separate them. They ended the game level pegging. So I think Burkina Faso might not have a chance, considering having only 1 point right now.
Kimaiga, Burkina Faso, do they have a chance to the quarters?
Burkina Faso, there is no chance of them going to the quarterfinals because when you gather only a point after 2 games and you have 3 games to play, it's almost impossible now. But
do you say they had a lot of chances and they were unable maybe to capitalize on them? Do they have a chance maybe to win the third game and maybe put them at 4 points and have a chance maybe?
If they can win the third game, they will have to depend on how the other games turn out to be. So it's actually up to them. They have to win that game and just now just hope and pray.
Yeah, which is not a very good thing to depend on the other team for you to.
Who beat Burkina Faso 2-0 on Saturday, and Claude Loire's Congo, who secured a point against the host Equatorial Guinea in the opening match.
The second game featured Gabon versus Congo. Congo pulled a major surprise by transferring over Gabon. They won 1-0 on that match. Guys, what is your feeling towards Gabon? Gabon has been predicted as one of the favorites to top that group, that they were transferred over Congo. What is your feeling towards that match?
Gabon disappointed a lot. They had a lot of ball position and they created a lot of chances. They did not convert the chances. I think we even saw the miss of the tournament so far. The ball was played in. There was a little mishap in the Congolese penalty box, and the ball fell to a Ghanaian striker. The Gabonian striker. But unfortunately, the whole goal to Yamatandi put the ball outside. It was very unfortunate actually for Gabon. And Congo played, they were much more defensive. They were on the back foot during the entire match. And they got only one chance and they converted. That is football for you.
Okay. Hilary, what's your feeling?
Okay, first of all, the quality of display in the early stages of this competition has been very, it has been, quality of display in the early stages of this competition has been amazing for me. So, and when you look at Gabon, it's a very attacking side, very good to watch. That is very good to watch. But unfortunately, even despite the sustained pressure, they couldn't get a goal for them. So I think they had a lot of confidence. In the first game they won, so they were looking just to draw this game or even win it, and then they could have qualified. But unfortunately, they fluffed their lines. They couldn't get a goal. And eventually, Congo, with the chance they had, they took the goal, and I think Gabon now will have to struggle in the next round
to go to the quarters. Yes. So Congo right now heads that group with 4 points, followed by Gabon 3 points, Equatorial 2 and Burkina Faso 2. Which two teams do you think are going to make it to the quarters?
Okay, Equatorial Guinea and Congo, because of the number of points they have right now.
Equatorial Guinea and Congo. Kimaiga, do you share the same sentiments?
I don't share the same sentiments. I think Gabon can bounce back. They have the quality to bounce back actually. Somebody like Aubameyang and Evuna, they are very good attacking strikers, and they can take Gabon to the quarterfinals.
Okay, I beg to differ, because if you look at the game, there are a lot of chances. They couldn't take them. So if a team doesn't take chances, and after having a lot of possession and having a lot of chances, it means that even in the next game they can be guilty of the same.
Yes, they can be guilty of the same, but this is a different match and the stakes are now even higher. As we saw in the first game, they won the game. They already have 3 points, and they are the second in the group currently speaking. So they are actually at an advantage to go ahead and qualify. That is, if they decide to qualify, that is. But if they do not take their chances the way you said, then they will. They will not proceed. But for me, I'm for Gabon and Congo.
That's been shown. The recent statistics have shown that sometimes when a team sits back and knows what it's doing, eventually it can get a result. You see, look at Equatorial Guinea. They know what they want. They want in this game. They know that if they have to get to the next round or the quarters, they have to play very compactly. They have to play very compactly. But compared to what is happening to Gabon, they are very good going forward, but unfortunately they cannot be very good also defending.
So guys, do we say that Equatorial Guinea, Burkina Faso, not Burkina Faso but Congo and Gabon, all of these 3 teams have a chance to go to the quarters?
No, definitely Burkina Faso is out of the equation. We can talk about maybe Gabon, Congo and Equatorial Guinea, because the points speak for themselves.
The second group featured Tunisia, Zambia, Cape Verde and DR Congo. Zambia taking Tunisia head-on, but unfortunately they lost 1-2 after an early opener, which then Congo equalized and put one or more to seal the win. So what do you think about Tunisia and Zambia in that game? Was that the best result?
Zambia were very unlucky actually. They played very well. Kalaba had around 4 to 5 shots on target during the first half. They were putting pressure on Tunisia, and Tunisia were on the back foot during most of the entire time of the match actually. The goals came in the second half. Ayuka found a chance in the box and converted it. But Zambia were very unlucky actually. They played very well. They attacked and they put pressure on Tunisia. As Kalaba had a number of chances. He had around 5 shots on target. He could not convert. Ayuka also had some chances. During the first half of the game, Zambia had everything. They had the possession. and all they had to do was just now convert their opportunities. During the second half of the match, they scored the first goal, but unfortunately they could not defend their lead because a few minutes later, it was against the run of play actually. It was a corner against Zambia. It came in, they couldn't defend well. A simple tapping in the end for the Tunisians. And again, Tunisia had another chance a few minutes again later. The same scenario actually. The ball was put into the box, poor defending, and the game went 2-1. It was quite unfortunate actually.
Hilary, Tunisia coming from behind and winning the match. What's your feeling?
Okay, I think Zambia paid for poor finishing. They could not take their chances, and Tunisia very clinical on the counter, and they ended the hopes of Zambia. I think Tunisia have shown that they can come back and win games, and even if they cannot win, because there's a philosophy that if you don't win the game, don't lose it. So Tunisia have shown that they can win a game, or draw it at least. So Zambia paid for not being clinical enough, and I think even the fact that they had Emmanuel Mayuka who plays for Southampton was not enough. So Tunisia took their chances very well, and it's a giant step for Tunisia towards the quarterfinals.
So Zambia poor defending costed them. The second game featured DR Congo versus Cape Verde, and they ended up through a 0-0 draw. What is your feeling towards Congo? Remember they won the first match against Zambia.
Congo, they have a lot of potential actually. But the problem is actually they're not. I don't know if they're not clicking or it's the tactics they are applying wrongly. Because the squad is okay. The squad is good. If you look at the game, they had a number of chances to actually take the game, but they didn't take the game. Cape Verde also, but Cape Verde is a good side. I think it's borrowing a page from Equatorial Guinea's plan book, because they have drawn 2 games actually. They are at a very good place in the standings. Congo DR should thank the goalkeeper, Mr. What's his name?
Kidiaba.
Kidiaba actually saved the game. Saved the game for them because Kidiaba made a lot of saves during the game.
Okay, so Congo versus DR Congo versus Cape Verde. What is your feeling?
Okay, Cape Verde, as we know, is still new in the tournament. They just came in a few years ago, so I think experience. They have a very good side. They are compact. They are a unit. Unfortunately, because of maybe the experience of the tournament, they have not been so much in it. So, as a young nation, they were not able to manage to beat Congo DR. But they are also guilty of not taking their chances in the first half. They had a lot of opportunities in the first half, but they couldn't take them. So a point for them is not very bad, considering the fact that they're still new in the tournament. But Congo, I think Congo DR should have at least made it a bigger match for them. But unfortunately, they ended the game level taking.
So Tunisia lead that group with 4 points, Cape Verde and DR Congo at 2 points each, and Zambia are trailing with 1 point. Which 2 teams do you think have a chance to go through to the quarters?
I'll go for Congo DR. They have an opportunity to do that. And Tunisia, I think by now it's just a matter of formality. The following game is just a formality, just go. Worst case scenario, a draw. Best case scenario, a win.
Which 2 teams?
Tunisia are almost over the line, and I expect a fierce competition between Congo DR and maybe Congo. But Cape Verde, for me, maybe they might not get there.
So, and what about Zambia? Zambia has 1 point. Is there any scenario that they can penetrate through?
Zambia, they should do what Burkina Faso will be doing during the third game. All they do is just win that game and now pray.
And hope for the other team.
Yeah.
So what about Cape Verde? Cape Verde have 2 points, and they have the last match. What if they win the last match?
Yeah, if they win the last match, they'll have a chance. But you have seen what has happened. 2 draws, not being clinical enough when they have a chance. It shows that they will struggle a little. We don't know who can score in that game because nobody has stepped up.
So Tunisia, Cape Verde, and DR Congo all have a chance to penetrate through to the quarters. Directly we go to Group C. Algeria, Ghana, Senegal, and South Africa. The second match is featured Ghana versus Algeria. Ghana won 1-0 over Algeria. Kimaiga, what is your feeling towards that?
I'm actually very happy because I'm an ardent fan of Ghana. I told you last time that Ghana can spark up surprises, and they have a lot of character in their squad. They have a lot of experience in these types of matches, and they came back. They won that game. Actually, they did the same thing that Senegal did to them, smash and grab in the last minute. Jan played a very important role. I'm happy he's back on the side. He was away because he was sick on malaria. He's now back. He wasn't fully fit, but still, that is what you get from a good striker, one of the best strikers in Africa.
And Hilary, you have the same sentiments towards Ghana.
Okay, first of all, I think Kimaiga is a little bit wrong in his analysis, because I think Ghana should not be a team that should be coming back to get back into the tournament. They should be the ones leading the team. Unfortunately, they are struggling. You see, having to wait until last minute to win games. They are the team that should kill the game, even the first half. So I think Ghana at this point are disappointed. But you know, they are playing a very good side. They are playing Algeria. These are boxers, and they are very good. A very good side. In the Summer World Cup. Even Ghana was there also, but I expected them to be a match. A very strong team that can even win by more than 1 goal. But it's also nice to see Dion back, the very clinical striker. He can finish those chances. And we saw that although it was the 3rd minute, he scored and won Ghana the game.
The problem with Senegal now, when you look at the game with Ghana, they had a lot of ball possession actually. They were the team, after the first round of matches, they were the team which has the highest ball possession. And now, when it came to South Africa, that level of consistency actually went down a bit. South Africa actually scored the first goal in the game. So Senegal had to chase the game and eventually equalize against the run of play from a towering header from Boji, the left back. Senegal has a lot of talent in its squad, and because of that talent, they need to know how to tap that talent and make it into use. If they don't do that, then they're not going to proceed to the quarterfinal.
Senegal came from behind after South Africa had scored 1, and they drew 1-1. What is your feeling here?
Okay, the Lions of Teranga, Senegal. I think it's a good result for them. Actually, they just needed not to lose, and that's exactly what they came with. Remember, they had 3 points, and so adding another point for them is a big step. So for me, the Lions of Teranga, Senegal have shown a lot of consistency in this tournament. And the draw, it's a positive result for them. They have now 4 points, and it's a big step towards the quarterfinals. And I think South Africa paid for their lack of quality in front of goal. So I think Senegal have a very big chance even going further, because already they just need a draw in the next game and they are through to the quarterfinals. So South Africa, a young side, as I said earlier, they are all players are home based, and so they are lacking in quality. Okay, South Africa getting a draw against Senegal is also good, but unfortunately their lack of quality in front of goal has hindered their progress towards the quarterfinal. So I think South Africa need to step it up now.
Group C was termed as the group of death. Senegal at 4 points, Algeria and Ghana both at 3 points each, and Burkina Faso with 1 point. Guys, who would you bet to go through to the quarters? Those 3 teams are have equal chances.
Yeah, I'll go for Ghana and Algeria. The next game will be between Algeria and Senegal, and I'm going to bet on Algeria to actually beat Senegal and go through. Ghana is a powerhouse in Africa, and Ghana will have to perform. It always performs, and I have a lot of faith in Ghana.
Here, do you have the same sentiments?
Okay, the table doesn't lie. We have seen Senegal. They are already 4 points ahead of Algeria and Ghana. Despite the fact that they still have a game to play, I think the team that is already ahead should at least have motivation. They will draw the game or even win the next game and qualify. They know they are at the verge of qualifying, so they will just maybe draw the game. They will not let themselves.
Group D is proving to be very difficult. Cameroon, Ivory Coast, Mali, and Guinea. All these four teams have 2 points each, and the third match will be very crucial. Who do you think will be able to go through to the quarters?
I'll go for Ivory Coast and Cameroon. Ivory Coast is okay. The group is delicately poised right now, and when you go to the final games of the groups, you need to be tactical, and so far we've seen that. But when it comes to the strength of the squads and the experiences gathered over the years, Ivory Coast and Cameroon.
Are you for Cameroon and Ivory Coast?
Well, I would agree first with my gut that the group is finely poised. Anybody can snatch the chance to qualify the quarters, but to whom much is given, much is expected. So Cote d'Ivoire is a team that has many players who are big players. It boasts a squad that has experience. So I expect Ivory Coast to qualify, and Cameroon has also shown that it has experience over the years, despite the fact that they don't have petrol, but they have players who can step up the plate.
Guinea too has proved a surprise. We never thought they would go to Ivory Coast. We never thought they would go to Cameroon. You don't think they have a chance?
Okay, because this is the last match, boys will be separated from men. I think here the also runs will be Mali and Guinea.
Okay, that's all we had for today. Thank you for choosing Kts Sports Review. For more of this and much more, join us next week. From here, I'm Steve Mongi.
Second round of matches from Group D of the Africa Cup of Nations.
We welcome you back to Mongomo in Equatorial Guinea. Group C continues here on day 7 at the Orange Africa Cup of Nations Equatorial. Scores with a fairly simple set piece.
Mayuka, it's been coming, and it has finally been delivered.
John on the chase against the Johnny. John! Goal for Ghana! In the closing stages, what drama here again in Mongomo!